Ever wondered how to grow your own watermelon at home? Well, wonder no more. Today we're diving into the magical world of homegrown watermelons. Imagine biting into a juicy, sweet watermelon that you've nurtured from seed to fruit. It's a rewarding experience, not to mention a fantastic party trick. We'll walk you through the simple steps to transform a humble seed into a watermelon wonder. With a bit of patience and a green thumb, you can grow your own watermelon and enjoy the fruits of your labor. The journey of 1,000 pounds of watermelon starts with a single seed. Now, you may chuckle, but as with any great endeavor, it all begins with the smallest of decisions. In our case, it's the selection of quality seeds. It's the botanical equivalent of choosing a winning lottery ticket, only with a tad more predictability. Let's delve into the world of watermelon seeds. There's the classic Crimson Sweet, a favorite for its juicy sweetness. We also have the Charleston Gray, a variety known for its impressive resistance to disease. Or perhaps you fancy the Sugar Baby, a smaller variety that's perfect for limited spaces. Each variety has its unique needs, so understanding what each seed requires is vital. Proper storage is also key. Keep your seeds in a cool, dry place and they'll be ready to spring into action when planting time comes around. And when you're ready to plant, soak your seeds overnight. This little spa treatment helps them get a head start. Choose your seed wisely, for it is the harbinger of your watermelon destiny. Now that we have our seeds, let's find them a home sweet home. Choosing the perfect spot for your watermelon plantation is like finding the perfect house. It needs to have all the right amenities. First and foremost, sunlight. Watermelons love the sun, so choose a spot that gets at least 6 hours of sunlight each day. Next, let's talk about the soil. Watermelons prefer a well-draining, sandy loam soil. So, if you've got heavy clay or sandy soil, you might want to consider amending it with some organic matter. Compost or well-rotted manure can do wonders here. Lastly, space. Watermelons need room to spread out. Each plant needs about 4 square feet of space. So if you're short on room, consider training them onto a trellis or fence. Now, preparing the soil is key. Remove any weeds, till the soil, and add your compost. Then, create mounds about 1 foot wide and a few inches high. This is where your watermelon seeds will be planted. Remember, a happy seed is a seed well planted. Like a newborn baby, your watermelon plant needs your tender love and care. Now don't worry, you won't need to change any diapers, but you'll need to give it some attention. Let's start with the basics. Watering. Surprisingly, the watermelon plant doesn't like to be drenched. Instead, it prefers a good, deep soak. Picture it like a spa day for your plant. Do this about 2 to 3 times a week, depending on the weather. Next, we have fertilizing. It's like the plant's version of a gourmet meal. A balanced fertilizer will work wonders. Use one that's low in nitrogen but high in phosphorus and potassium. This will encourage the growth of big, juicy fruits. Now, on to pruning. It's like giving your plant a haircut. It helps the plant focus its energy on growing fruits instead of unnecessary foliage. Just be careful not to go Edward Scissorhands on it. Prune sparingly, focusing on diseased or yellowing leaves. Of course, every plant can have its off days. If you notice any wilting, yellowing, or spots, it could be a sign of disease or pests. Don't panic. Most issues can be resolved with some organic pest control or a change in watering habits. With your love and care, your watermelon plant will grow big and strong. And remember, every great gardener was once a beginner, so don't be too hard on yourself or your plant. Keep learning and growing together. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the harvest. The anticipation is almost as delicious as the fruit itself, isn't it? Now, how do we know when our watermelon is ready to be plucked from its vine? Well, it's not a guessing game. You see, our watermelon has a telltale sign. On the underside of the fruit, there's a spot where it rests on the ground called the field spot. When this spot transitions from white to a creamy yellow, it's a good indication that your watermelon is ripe and ready. Now, the moment of truth, harvesting. With a sharp knife, cut the stem close to the fruit. Be gentle, you don't want to bruise your precious produce. And voila, you've harvested your watermelon. For storage, keep it in a cool place. If cut, cover the exposed section with cling wrap and refrigerate. Remember, cold watermelon slices on a warm day are a sublime delight. There you have it, your very own homegrown watermelon. Bon appetit.